Hello lovely one, welcome to the website Angels. Okay then, so in today's video tutorial I'm going to show you how you can cleanly remove plugins that you no longer want or need on your website. Now there's a number of reasons why you might want to completely remove a plugin from your website. If you haven't already, then you might want to have a look at our post on how many plugins are too many, to explain some of the background behind why you might want to do this. But there's a couple of reasons why you might want to. It might be that you had just tried out a couple of plugins to see if they would do what you needed them to do, and found that they didn't, so there's not really much point in letting them take up space on your website. It might also be because you've got a problem with your website, that something isn't working properly and there's a conflict between some of the plugins that you're using, in which case you would need to identify which one it was and get rid of it and replace it with something that is going to do what you want it to do without causing conflicts. The third reason actually why you might want to get rid of a plugin is because if you have installed the WordPress security plugin that is in our list of essential plugins for every website, yes, there's a blog post on that you can go to and make sure you've got them. WordFence will alert you if a plugin has not been updated by the developers for a period of time and therefore poses a security risk. If you get that kind of notification from WordPress, then you should remove that plugin and find a more up-to-date and stable one to use on your website to do the same job. So there's a number of reasons why you can. Let's go and have a look at how you do it then. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, from my dashboard, I'm going to scroll down until I get to plugins and go to installed plugins. Okay, so here I've got now is a list of all of the plugins that I've got on my website, and I'm going to get rid of a couple of them. So in fact this one is for another day. I'm going to show you how to update these. I will be doing another one on this one. So I don't want this Elementor one anymore. Okay, I don't need it. So first thing I need to do is come here and click the deactivate button. And we'll just say other. Oh, right, we'll just do anything. Some plugin developers do ask you to give them a bit of feedback as to why you're no longer going to use it. It just helps them to see how they need to improve their plugins. So it is worth submit and deactivate. It is worth just giving them a little heads up as to why. Especially if you couldn't get the plugin to work. That really does tell the developers that they need to do something with it, doesn't it? Okay, so now if I come to deactivate, what you can see is Elementor is still here. Okay, so what it means is that I can't actually use it. It's not operational, if you like, on my website. However, its files are all still sitting in storage on my hosting account. Okay, and again, don't want to get too technical with you here, but if you don't need it, you don't need it. So don't just leave them deactivated and think they won't have any effect. They will. You need to take the next step, which is to also click on the delete button. Okay, all of the issues that you can have with plugins are still there if you just deactivate it. Now I know some people think like, oh, but I might need it in the future, so I won't delete it, I'll just deactivate it. You want to delete it now, and then if you do find that you need it for whatever reason in the future, you can always go and install it again. Quick and easy job. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. And this will probably take a minute or two because there we go. Successfully deleted. Okay, I am also going to go and delete another one because I only added this to show you how to add them in a different video. So I'm going to deactivate this one. And we can go and then delete it. So I have now gotten rid of not just the plugins on my dashboard here, but I've also removed all of the files and folders that these plugins needed in order to operate from my hosting account, from my file manager and my hosting account. So they're no longer taking up space when they're not earning their bread and butter. Okay, so that's it, you've done it. It is possible that some little bits of code and some little bits of files have been left on your server. If that's the case, it is unlikely to cause you any problems, and it would only be tiny little bits that wouldn't affect the speed and performance of your website. But if you find that they do, then you might need to get some help from your hosting provider to clean that out properly, but it's highly unlikely. Just those two little steps of deactivating and then deleting will 9 times out of 10 completely cleanly remove the plugin from your website. So I guess your job now is to go and check that all the plugins that are sitting on your website are actually being used, and any that aren't, you can go and get rid of. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.